Good morning, everybody. This Lady Hippy with you this morning. We are, of course, at the bar trying to get my glasses clean. And again, I'm the set manager. I do the sound mix. I'm the star. It's supposed to be entertaining. Can't promise that. I can promise I'll probably be here. Y'all missed me this week, I know. So, yes, I needed a new background. I really do. I usually have my roses. Robert has a habit of picking those up at least once a week. It's really kind. Today, instead of my cup and saucer, I've got my Savannah mug. A little bit more I can hold in there. And I've got my little stiffener here. I need to sneak my lighter somewhere. It's the bar, guys. It's social Woodstock. Be glad I'm only smoking a wee cigar. I mentioned on that fact yesterday. So once again, it's for entertainment purposes only. Let's cover all the blooming bases here. Hit the like, hit the share, subscribe, tickle the bell. It's free. And I know you miss me when I'm not. Somebody's got to at least, say, okay, I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell everybody. That's one of my cats, one of my rescues. They go where they want. We found it wasn't necessary to do anything to them. They're going to cat, whatever that means. They're going to cat. Go on, get down. You're going to hit my roses and my coffee, Pixie. Okay, Pixie, go. They're annoying as hell. And she's the stubborn one. Oh, almost. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days. I've knocked over 3 things in the past 4 minutes. Well, actually 7 if you count just now. I had a little bit of stiffness. Robert brought me some Jello shots down to use for a little while. Scotch is expensive. I should have had him make margaritas, but he's not over here right now. He's doing a great job. He's going to be here shortly because he called to say, do your podcast. So he doesn't jump in the middle. He doesn't like being on television. Again, I touched on that subject yesterday. I had several of my friends ask me, don't you get nervous to get up there and just do what you do? Isn't it nerve-wracking? It's like, nah, I had a kid. It's a piece of cake. And my brooch, of course, I'm sticking in there just as a thing. I'm working today, as everyone can tell. Thank you for your patience with that. Today, I have clean sheets day, and I love clean sheets day, and they're every other day. But there's a lot of laundry with that. So I switch out the one sets, and then clean out the others. Well, I'm actually Swiffering and mopping and waxing and bleaching and doing laundry all at the same time. The cool part is I get to dance my way through them. And as I said, she's very stubborn. She's trying to sneak her way up now. They learn these things, and this one is the most stubborn. It's just Pixie. Okay, she was on the other side. I'm like, yeah, I never played goalie either. Used to beat me to death at dodgeball. It was gone red spots everywhere. They really should have that in today's schools. These kids are missing out. It's funny, man. You can have had 5 of your friends aim for the same broad. Picks them up. That's enough. Pixie. It's a Saturday. It feels like a Monday. I was deliberately not plugging into what was going on in the world. So I'm not going to talk much about that other than politics, which I hate, which is stupidity in great measure. This man who says he's president has even bragged uh, on television, on video, his threatening people if you don't get rid of this president, like with the gas company in Ukraine. Yes, the one that Putin is tearing the hell out of and killing lots of civilians, and nobody gets anything from there. I guess they block it. I don't know. But I'd like to know how many the Russians have killed. The Ukrainians didn't attack them. The opposite is true, however, for Israel. They were not only attacked, the viciousness and bestiality. It's horrible. I can't wrap my head around what they have released. And they didn't release a lot of it. And when this was being done to these people, they were recording that shit on their people's own phones and sending it to family and friends to watch in horror as it was But they got the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, up on charges at the ICC, International Criminal Court. What the hell for? Because he said, okay, we got to go to war. 1,500 people of ours are down, and they weren't even in the military. Where's the hue and cry on the side of the Israelis who have done everything they could not to kill civilians? Yes, it's happened. But I don't remember seeing that when we were in the war theater for 20 years in two freaking different places we had no business being. Now that's just swept under the rug. Okay, so Afghanistan needed an Air Force base, complete with Black Hawks, millions of actual dollars. Literally, the money was sitting there. As a baby booming hippie, I'll say flat out, I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe people are this stupid. I don't understand why anybody in their 80s wants to run for any office, let alone the highest. I'm approaching a fairly good member myself. I wouldn't have taken that on at 30, and I was still the bomb when I was 30. It was, I didn't slow down. I slowed down at my late 50s, and I just about stopped here in my 60s. Don't say it. It's not like, yeah, let me shout out to the ladies out there. Whatever they do, this, I just go this way because I know this one. But yeah, these cameras don't put on 10 pounds, honey. Oh, no. They're much better. They put on 40. So, just so you're not shocked if you pop up there. I've been wanting to do a live broadcast with some guests. I have the equipment for that as well. My husband and my son, when I mentioned last year that I was wanting to think about becoming a podcaster, and I wanted to start a social Woodstock on there for people of my genre. So you don't have to say that in ugly way. I love the English language. So, again, I want to thank you guys who are up here with me. If I don't see or make a comment return, just forgive me. I'm one of those people who don't have a maid. So I got to clean up. And it's amazing. Cats are really quiet. You don't think too much about it. They get dirt everywhere. So it's a daily clean thing for me. If I'm ill or I'm not up to doing but so much, you can tell the second day. And my husband goes, "Oh, you just clean too much. You're a maniac about that. Like you do it. I wait 3 days and let you have it. You can't even get the trash out of the kitchen. I can see how hoarders go underneath fast. That plumbing stops working. They're using diapers, throwing them in there. Wow. That like that. But then I looked at my own trash in the bathroom. It was full, not a diaper, of course. Robert's already fixed that 3 times, so he's very handy at home. New roof and all that. My son put a new roof up because we'd had some damage. We've been hit here twice by tornadic activity, and took out all the patio furniture and grill and part of the back wall. A nanosecond after I was standing there. In my head, I heard move inside now. I mean, it was, and that's exactly what it said. And it wasn't me thinking, I was thinking about how neat the storm was looking. And I just suddenly just turned and went in. And I usually don't do stuff like that with my intuition. I'll think for a second, I instantly moved. But as I was shutting the back door, that tree hit right where I had been standing, which was the corner of the steps. And I would have been injured at the very least. This was still a big tree at the top, even though we were lucky it was shorter than it could have been. These pine trees, just deadly. Then, of course, the second one came through, and I was home alone both times. And my husband's going, "Oh, it's going to be okay." He's on the phone. Yeah, no, I'm not panicking, anything sort of. You just get ready. And I can tell I'm from Tornado Alley, and there's just a certain thing. And I have wind chimes and so forth. And they tell me this isn't a straight line. This is tornadic activity. This, the way the air smells, the way the air is going, how the things around you are doing. No, you can't get the flowers. So, yeah, again, no, Pixie, no, get down, get down. Oh, that one is a handful. In any event, enough about me. Don't you do it. She's wanting the roses. What's going on here? We'll see if that is better for her. She seems to have stopped now. It's just there's water in them. I got equipment everywhere up here, including, like I said, enough to do a guest here at the bar. And I would love to do that. Again, I don't understand what's going on with the two things with Putin and Prime Minister Netanyahu. I can't fathom what's going on there. I can't fathom all of the hate that I'm seeing on campus. Even if they have a sign, it's not. You don't tell others what to do. It's free speech. It works both ways. And yet, these I'll call them reporters. They're not doing the news except for one-sidedly. Okay, Israel's killing civilians by the thousands. No, they're not. These people had Hamas as the government. Hostages got loose. They ran to the natives or the Gazans or whatever they called them. And those people promptly turned them over to Hamas to be murdered. Not another four bodies. I mean, they've gone from nearly 400, I don't think but a few, maybe in my hands I could hold that many, that had been released for captivity. If I were a female, they would have shot me where I was. I wouldn't have gone with them as a hostage. I'd rather be dead. That's a much easier thing to deal with. I'm not afraid of death. All of us are afraid of it, but if I were going to die, I touched on that. I don't know if anybody knows about out-of-body experiences, OBEs, or NDEs, near-death experiences, but there's tons of books on both. Several out of the university that I used to run for NICU to make a book, a teaching book for the next doctors to have for gestational diabetes. But these kids are on these campuses, and I'm just freaked out about that. And they're still doing it. And it's not the kids, it's community members. It's Antifa paying these people to go up there and or wherever. It's horrific. It really is. Their squatter situation is kind of funny. They should do like some cities have done in Europe, build those little one-person homes, like a little shed, but it's perfectly functional, and they can stay there while they find work. And if they can find work, they can move to something else. And this is why I smoke occasionally. Right back. Bitch. She is. She has a glare. I don't do it as well. I love my Savannah mug. I mean, that finished that off. I'm not sure what's in my coffee besides Irish cream this morning. I knew she was going to go for the flowers. Pixie. She's just trying to find anything. She's the one that shoves stuff off of any counter surface. I had to clear off the bar mirror, the bar, and it's almost like Velcro stuff to the bar because she'll boom and watch as it goes down. She loves that. Anything. In my room, I had to close off the bedrooms because it's. I've seen that on commercials where cats do that. I had never in my entire life, and I'm not young, don't do it. And I've seen none of them do this. This one I hand raised basically, and she's got one paw wrapped around the box at this point. I have to keep it where I can defend it because either way she's trying to knock it over. She wants attention. Pixie, she's got this missile glare. You can't move her. She don't have claws out or nothing. She's just like a bulldog, just Go, mommy, pet your head. Okay, which one of you is that? I think that's Fast Walker. Come around this way, Fast Walker. Come here, Gizmo. It is really like having little children about, so forgive me if I go off track occasionally. This one, bud, go by. It's just go. Pick some up, get down. Pixie dust. Get down. Now the bitch turned around. I'm the cat lady. I've suddenly been, my old age, become the cat lady. Somehow, even though you have a big heart, you have to have a big wallet and a lot of patience. A lot of patience. And this one, like I said, she's the number. And I have 4 black cats that I raised from a handful. And we lost their mom, bless her heart. We lost my Cinders, Lady Cinders. And So that still hurts. We have their ashes, of course. It's hard to get so used to them and stuff. And for years it'll go by and you think it's like 2 weeks, like your kids, your grandkids. Make time while you can, ladies and gentlemen, because that shit's quick. I mean, before I knew it, I mean, my son was, well, he's 41. That's that little voice in the back of my head goes, well, what happened to that 25-year-old grandchild you got? I've hit all the mirrors, so draped stuff over them. I'm usually the only one here. If I get guests, I'll whip it off of there in the bathroom. Is this true? I mean, a lot of the stuff that goes on with the world, you get angry, or I do, and I want to change it. I can't figure out. There's like no way to do that, and yet the hippies did make some changes in the '60s that got the war stopped. Well, we're not at war. Amen. It's not like we didn't outfit the Afghanis for one. Although I defy anyone to find out. Can you tell me what the uniform, the military uniform is for the Afghanistanis? Anybody? Yeah, I didn't think so. It's a t-shirt and sandals. Just like the rest of the civilians. In particular on the Gaza Strip. And it's been outed that they're out there in Nike and sandals and their, rocket fire missiles and stuff from the school that then the Israelis attacked because they were being attacked from it. It had been recaptured apparently, or at least the IDF had pulled back some in the north. This was in the north. And of course, women and children got killed. They always use them as cannon fodder. I don't know how stupid one country can get, but when you have the opportunity to leave and they're opening a corridor for you to do so, you leave. I mean, I give them credit. They're carrying mattresses and clothing, and it's horrific. It really is. But if they stay, they don't have to worry about those possessions. They don't need them on the other side. So that's a choice. If you can't live in a war zone, not long. I'm just saying. I wouldn't try it. I'm a veteran. It's been a long time. But even myself, I can recognize house-to-house fighting when I see it. Look at the old black and white films that the Nazis were doing this. There's a lot of difference. These guys are a hell of a lot worse than the Nazis. I never thought I'd say that. We all said never again, never again. The Jewish state was created. Then why not? They're from there. It was taking them back. All the governments of the world just agreed, along with them, that you're home. So many of you have died horrifically in every other country in the world. This should be a safe haven for you. And they have turned a desert into bloom. It is beautiful there. They protect all of the antiquities as well. Not just say, okay, we're going to attack these guys over here and blow up the dome. They don't do any of that. If there's civilians who are Muslim, who are in their country, they're protected, just as if they were any other system. It's the parity between the two peoples is appalling. And to see the world parodying that party line, so to speak, is more than frightening. It's incredibly frightening. I could not do that. And the commercials get a lot louder, so I know that it's commercial. What happened here? You're going to turn it off. There's two remotes. The cats took one. Can't find that Hippy anywhere. Yeah. But yeah, if there's others who feel like me, do please put that in the comments. I promise you I will get back. Yesterday I had a few. Got some more friends. Love you guys. Forgive me. I just kind of sit up here and wallow around doing whatever it is I'm thinking about. I don't get enough feedback for me to go and pull a video. I don't like that. I've explained that. I'll pull it if I need to. You let me know. If there's a particular area you want to investigate, if you just want to do a debate with me, bring it. That's what Woodstock is. Everybody's supposed to be entitled to their own damn opinion. And I'm one of those who's standing up, shouting out the window, going, damn it, I'm tired of this and I don't give a shit no more. Enough. You can't. It's ridiculously high when $20 does not buy a roast. That's criminally high. Me, I'm okay with that. I'm not wanting to cook them that often. We're almost vegetarians again anyway. And a lot of that is not as expensive. It's still highly paid for. It's you got to get a kidney out, you get a basket, and a couple things and some milk and that shit. That's it. you want like bread or sugar, well, that's going to be $30. Let alone the tax. That's another 10. No breaks even on the taxes. And Georgia's one of the highest states for taxes. And again, we have a starter home. We bought our son's and his wife's starter home. They bought a brand new one and a bigger one because they were having a second child. Well, their first, and they had custody of their son. Well, my son's son, make that kind of clear. So yeah, so we've been here like 12 years, which is like the longest I can remember being anywhere. And I'm talking, in a home. I came here. I went back 3 times to Texas, to San Antonio, 3 times, several years. Married my husband over there. It was great. No family. We rocked that wedding. It was just awesome. I had the limo and all that. Was still wearing a size 3. I was rocking that one. I guess it was. Had a great damn time. Some awesome pictures. Paid a lot for those. Paid more than that for anything you could add in there. They were high as hell. They were at the. We had a great wedding, and we didn't want to spend a lot of money. We wanted to spend a lot of money, somewhere else, like at the coast of Corpus and stuff. So we didn't spend $80,000 on the dress and 40,000 on the venue. No, the venue was my apartment, our apartment, and we had the guest room overlooking the pool and the pool. So we had it going on. Didn't have to pay for that. That came with my apartment, or our apartment, always was. We lived together for some time before we got married, long story. We didn't want to do that. We both had a bad one. We didn't want to get married. We got married. And almost 40 years, I think. So, yeah, that dates me. It really does. And in particular, my son had to go through uh, being notified by the sheriff's department that his biological father had passed. He didn't even know he was ill or anything. So he managed to take care of all that from here without having to fly in. I made a memorial for him next to his family in Ohio. His aunt helped him with that. So I was really, really proud and grateful for her help and for what he did. That's an awesome thing. You never want to. We all have our problems, whether or not you're divorced or not. I don't want to talk bad about someone because you're divorced or you just didn't get along. And, it happens. Finally, you get to the point where there's no point trying. It's just us getting worse to each other, even with a child. So that was an interesting time. Finally, I fired my attorneys and I was my own attorney. And I won, of course. Was even asked if I would work there. There were a couple of judges that asked me if I would work for. One of them I had recused from the bench. Another long story. So yeah, and I still have a press badge for that. This is the other thing that's horrific to me is how things are being reported on, as I touched base on. They're only on one side. They don't look to say, hey, these Jewish students paid $98,000 for a semester already that they can't attend because they're cowering in the rooms because that's what the police told them to do with shelter in place 4 weeks ago. I mean, seriously, at what point did these so-called news reporters think, well, that's kind of uneven there? Where's the freedom of speech here? They weren't even allowed to attend freaking class. So where the hell was the outrage? And I still want it. The only outrage I've seen is race baiting hatred that doesn't belong in my freaking country. And I don't like it if you spit on my flag, if you throw it down and walk on it and burn it. I still want to come for your ass. It used to be against the law, and it should be. I would never dare to do such thing to another country's flag. And believe me, I've seen plenty of them flown right next to ours. Knock it off. Grow up. Who are these damn people that say they're students? You know they ain't students. Get them the hell out of there. Give everybody the same chance that you're taking. It should be two-sided, not one-sided. It's all one-sided. It's hateful. It's ugly. It's hateful. It's criminal. It's actually criminal. You can actually be charged. Why they're not being charged, I don't know. Yes, as you can see, it makes me angry as shit. These presidents and faculty all out there and being arrested if there's what? Get your ass out. I really want to put whatever that scarf is called. Hajib? I don't know. I really want to put the headscarf on and give them a ticket, send them to Palestine so they can help out with that. You know, let them join them in their protest in America as to how fair that shit it really is. And don't let your hair stick out because you're a dead woman walking if you do. Look at everything when you decide to have an opinion like me. I'm an opinionated bitch. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion. But I'm not seeing that shit here. I'm seeing just this. And it was so bad I had to stop watching because I really wanted to get my car. Emery's not that far. It's not a good thing. I have to have bail money and shit. So it's just slap him. I said, slap him again. What the hell? Where are the parents? Where are the people paying this bill? Where is this college going to say, oh, it's okay, just destroy the library. We won't need it next semester. We've been paid. Not to mention the grants we get from tax people. Yeah, I'd be all over that shit like white rice. And that would never fly with me. And I can't see that it's flying with any freaking body. So come on up here if you got a different opinion, please bring it. As I said, everybody's got an opinion and we should all look at our sides. But that's not what I'm seeing. So if you're like me and you want to know what the hell's going on out there, why it's happening, jump in here. Let's talk. Let's let the world know this shit got to stop. It just got to stop. Since when does America take any president to a criminal court for documents? Which supposedly is what the main thing is. And apparently he wanted to attack to bring about his president, his second term. I believe he did things that he should not have done. I do know there was a point where he had told the agents who protected the Secret Service that he was not leaving and to turn the car around to go back, and he actually tried to grab the wheel, and they had to restrain him. And Trump ain't no little dude. So yeah, he made some wrong choices. You show me one who has it. I did not have sex with that girl. Why is it okay for one, not the other one? Biden is more than guilty of selling his office, even as a VP. It's already recorded. I've seen the clip. Millions have seen the clip. How the hell ain't he in jail? Impeached. They put 2 impeachments on Trump when he was in there. I can't believe you had a press conference every day and allow those pieces of shit to dump on him like that. I don't care who's the president. You respect the freaking office. I didn't see any of that. And he took it. No, I wouldn't. No. They would have been promptly removed and never, ever, ever, ever allowed into a presidential press conference ever again. I mean, to their great grandchildren ever again. And would do the best I could to make sure he did something else because he was a racist baby bitch. So, but he took it from all of them. Well, just one. It was all of them. It's like they had to get together to see which one was going to dump on what. Okay, let's try this. We'll turn it around. And it's like you said, it's fake news. It was. If anybody watched, and I couldn't take it after a little while, I just couldn't do it. I was just screaming at the TV, looking for stuff to throw. Yeah, I'd have had him removed, and I'd have had him charged. And they should have done that. And instead, he took documents. Why? I don't know. The Clintons did check out what they got going on with their little investment of what was it, $40 million to build whatever the hell that is. The Clinton something. It's the Clinton gold pot, if you ask me. So how'd they do that? How do you go from a president's salary to millions in the years they're president? How do you do that? Is this why everybody wants to be president? I'll be 83 by the time. By the time I finish this term. What the fuck? Sorry. Yeah. We've had a couple that were young, but I gotta admit, Clint was fairly young. Did 2 terms when he wasn't at Epstein's Island. Serious, you can't make that shit up. Taking advantage of young ladies in the Oval Office. Yeah, yeah. They go after his ass. They still haven't gone after his ass. Everybody knows they took his documents. She wiped servers, used hammers on Blackberries. But Trump had a jury of 12 go, we have beyond a shadow of a doubt found you guilty and 34 charges unlike. Beyond a shadow. They didn't say that, of course, but that's what they're supposed to do. It's why you have a jury. Because everybody's got a different fucking opinion, excuse my French. It's just ludicrous to use the law in this way. You bend it each way you want and you make that shit come true. What about the damn rest of us? Where's the rest of us? Serious to God. I'm up here. I'm not afraid of your ass. Send the Blackhawks. I'm bored. I need some things. Send it on. Mm-mm. Get your ass up here. You got a different opinion? Have some backbone and jump up here and say why. Because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand the silence either on some of these topics. And I see it. I see one side. I don't see both sides. The young Jewish students, I think I've seen 3 times when they came forward with attorneys. If they had to do that in their college or their university, what the hell? And this seems universities are going, oh, those that got arrested and all that thrown out, we'll bring you back. Literally expelled them finally because I guess others like me, I haven't yet seen it, said enough. I know Congress did, the Senate did, the House has been criminally run for decades. Mainly the Senate was as well. Therefore, they had both on one side. I don't understand the 1 or 2 sides. I don't get that either. But that's how it's voted. Everybody still runs out and votes in November. Idiots. Don't have Google. You got this shit on your phone and a tablet, some bloomingware, and hit a Google search on the Electoral College. Do a search on it, just for your own sake, just for Snickers. And does it say there that they vote in the president of the United States and not the people? They represent the people. Did you catch that? How the hell did they get everybody to agree? And we're going to, okay, you 48,000, you don't want it. You 63,000 do want it. So we'll vote for this. Okay. And then they vote, whichever way that comes out. I don't know because you're not voting. No. You've got people in there that are raising their hands saying that. I forget how they do it, probably per county or some shit. But it's well before the November election, and everybody's running out there, and I can't do it. It's just so funny. And they'll do absentee votes. Well, you did that already. I was absent as hell. I did. If you believe the Electoral College represents your vote, I have a bridge in the backyard. I really need a good buyer for that. Come on over. We need to talk. It's like, what is that movie? Matrix. I think others have been using that as a parody as well. But it is. It's like a wide awake dream, and it's touching in on the Matrix. You're just like, they can't do that. Shit, they did that. One of the top justices of the Supreme Court is up on something, didn't report taxes on something he did or got or whatever, but thought it was just a personal thing and he didn't have to. I think somebody else paid for it. I don't know. But it's at what point did everybody go, politicians are really good. They never lie about shit. You ever met a politician? I have. I have, yeah. I've had drinks with senators and congressmen, aides, and all those guys that rub elbows with us when they're buying a drink at a high hotel, and you can buy one there too. Yeah, same with religion. You can, especially Catholic religion, you can pop right in up the car and just hang out. You can get in there. Uh, and I used to argue with a bunch of them. They used to tell me, you got to get out of here, you're going to get shot. So I did finally leave. And I had to get away from politics. It was one of the things that really made my decision for me. I did not want to work in D.C. anymore. I saw so much graft and like holding things hostage. It was horrific that my government, who I served as well as in the army and as a civil servant, that I was watching this and going, what, what? You had to go. You couldn't take it anymore. You couldn't say, well, this is wrong, or back in the day, nobody heard you. Now you can be heard. You're asked to be heard here. I mean, it's time for all of us to jump up here. Oh, that's my husband, I bet you. You're going to see how my day usually goes. Yes, dear, I'm still on live. What's up?
Okay, what's wrong with breakfast?
I don't know. What did you pick?
Okay, potatoes and eggs when I get there.
Oh, I would have gone for pancakes, but okay.
Well, we are too late for pancakes at McDonald's, I think.
I thought they served till 11. They probably don't.
I don't know.
They probably don't.
I don't know. I'll go find out.
Yeah, they probably don't.
Well, if they don't, oh well.
Yeah, and I said, don't worry about it if they don't.
If they don't, I'll get the potatoes and eggs when we get home.
Yeah, that'll work too. Okay, thanks. All
right, I'm on the way right now.
Okay, I'll wind up here then.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
That's my husband, ladies and gentlemen. And as you heard, we're about to have some breakfast. Being Saturday, I don't do breakfast. I really don't do lunch or breakfast. I'm busy during that time. And like everybody else, once you eat, you have a cigarillo, you're calmer, you're waiting to relax. It's Saturday. Monday through Friday is still the same for us retirees. We got to get up and be doing something because we don't know what to do with ourselves. We're just slacking off, so we can't have that. We got to jump up and redo the house and put. Still don't have stuff on the walls. There's still boxes. I mean, you don't get any help no matter how old you are. My husband's pushing 70. So I worry about him, and he has stage 4 cancer. So this is another reason why that and the cast every other day at the very least. Everything's changed out, cleaned, and it takes me all day to do that. I have to actually stop at 5 or keep going. I had one person that said, you are so bold. You get up there and smoke that little cigar. It's like this shit, yeah. Nobody, I'm not kind of, I don't have a gun on fucking anybody, excuse me. They're hard to relight sometimes. And with my husband coming home, I'm like, I better get this out of the way. Generally, if I do smoke any besides during this hour or so that I go out on the porch or on the lanai. Just because he doesn't like it. Now, we both used to smoke a lot or give a cigarette. And he's been really good about my little cigars. He'll pick up 2 packs when it's 5 in a pack. He'll pick up 2 packs, and that's plenty for me for the month. Because I like them because I used to smoke these in Europe. And they go out. So, not smoking as much as I would be if I had a pack of cigarettes, but it still isn't probably a good thing. But at my age, you're like, what the shit? I'm going to cheat once in a while, have a shot. I don't see the damn point of having a bar if you don't sit at the bar and do anything with the bar. At my age, fuck yeah, excuse me. My husband says I swear too much. He's right. He's absolutely right. Unfortunately, most of the time he is right. I mean, I cannot catch it right. Because this is my little podcast. He's not on here, you see. But he made it all happen. He and my son did, as I briefly mentioned. When I said I was interested in it, it was just maybe a month and a half before Christmas. And of course, they bought me a starter set, both of them. So I have enough to have a guest and do all that. And I'm learning as I go. The first ones, I was way down here. I looked like a little garden gnome. I was like, oh my God. I like to wear the chunky jewelry when I'm up here. And when I get up, I literally take this, so I usually have several chains on. But I like to do that. So let me see now. And I pushed them over. See, you can hear a commercial outside, and and my headphones are wonderful. I mean, I can hear the cats walk across the floor. I know they're coming. No. Okay, which one did that? Oh, Rennie did that. Yes, they're hiding. Rennie can open the cabinet doors in the kitchen and in the bathroom. So she opens them and gets in the cupboard and sleeps on whatever's up there, towels in particular in the bathroom. So I got to take them out, wash off. It's a constant battle here to find a place to start as far as cleaning goes because I've already stripped beds. I think I remade them because Robert don't sit on a chair. Basically, he'll lay on the bed and watch TV and do all that. He's got a 72-inch up there. I got a 70-inch up here. Rennie, knock it the hell off.
Hey, be careful.
That's Serenity, my first one that we rescued from a baby mill, the mama. She would have been the next casualty probably, but she's old. And she too is defiant. So this is one of those podcasts where you go, well, shit. So I guess I will ring off since breakfast is coming, or we're going to make breakfast, which means I'm going to keep the cats away and he's going to make breakfast. Smells real good. The cats want to eat again. I won't feed them till 3. They don't like that. Thank God for Irish coffee. Okay, guys. I'm going to have to go save the china. I'm not sure how she's doing it. She's nearly broken the coffee pot, too. I have no idea what she's doing, but I'm going to flick her if she doesn't quit it. In any event, I didn't find a heck of a lot I wanted to talk about. If anybody else has a different opinion, bring your ass on. If I don't get to you today, I will, pop in, subscribe. You want it? It's social Woodstock. Get your buns out, people, and get on YouTube while it's free, because I don't think it's going to be free for much longer. They already have a separate Supreme. I remember a time when we didn't have to freaking pay to watch the television, and we was all glued to them. But now you can walk around with your TV and your phone, but you're paying $300 a freaking month. So you're paying $3,000 a freaking year. Everybody is. So who's owning this stuff? Who's becoming a billionaire every other minute? Oh, money. I know I'm still arguing my provider because they turned it off and they said, well, you didn't want the rotor. It's still the way you can do it. And you don't get, your own rotor won't work unless you have a provider. It's a nice vicious cycle. And they've got everybody where they pay their bills, do their banking, so forth and so on. I'm like, but they have hotspots. So I don't think I do a podcast in a hotspot. So I'm still keeping Wi-Fi, which used to be just internet. They broke that in half and call it internet Wi-Fi. It's not. You could just put your antenna up. A lot of people do. But then you don't have the internet. You don't have Wi-Fi. You can't have Wi-Fi without internet. This is why people shoot people. It's like, anyway, I guess I'll have to pop out. Go see if I can give him a hand. When he says that, he's not but about 6-7 miles from the house where Mike is, who he does stuff for. They are now running a U-Haul and a record business instead of the trucks. But they just priced them right out on the private companies that are owned by one person and have 3 to 4 trucks, big rigs rolling. The insurance just prices you right out of it unless you already own everything and you're not paying your driver a heck of a lot. And if your vehicle will run well and don't break down every other time. But even then, they just price them right out. So they're actually running a record service for big rigs. But they don't pay us. They don't ask for payment that's so exorbitant. It's like 1/3 what others are charging. You got to get a kidney out if you're driving a rig and it breaks down in Savannah and you live in Chicago. Holy crap! So you got to find some shop to take it to that'll do it and that you can pay, and that's another $80,000. So yeah, they can't afford to keep it up. So it's nice that they turned in another business where they, because Mike is boss. They've been friends for a long time. It's a long story. So again, I ask that y'all share, like, dislike. I don't care. We're all supposed to have our own opinion. Social Woodstock is free. Hit the bell. Come see me. Come talk to me about the nonsense that's going on, at least in our country. Where's the ICC when it comes to, like I said, Russia? Sometimes you just got to turn around. Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. Yeah. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. I'm going to go play with this stuff. And since I had the cats on here too, I don't blame anybody for jumping ship here. So anyway, if y'all want to, I've been asking y'all every day. Again, that's the comment that was made to me. You don't have a problem getting up there? Hell no. I still think that this is a viable opportunity. And if nothing else, I still get to spout off about what the hell I think about this crap. And I know I'm not the only one. It's not, you don't have to be online. Everybody knows that. You don't have to be on camera. You can just do like I do. Put down in the comments, hit the top chat, get live chat going. Let's do something. Let's get together again, and where they can't stop us, and they might have to actually listen to us a little bit. So today, again, will ask you for entertainment purposes only. Jump back at me. Come in and say you agree. It's a free venue for everybody. And again, I don't think it's going to last long. So for today, happy Saturday, everybody, and toodles.